So hello guys, in today's video we are going to discuss about the comparator and comparable interface. So basically both interface are the functional interface. So in last videos we have seen that functional interface is a interface that contains only one abstract method. Apart from it, it contains many static or default method. It doesn't matter. So let's discuss about the what is the need of comparator and comparable. So prior that, let's go to word file. Basically, before introduction, first of all, we will understand what is the need of comparable and comparator. Before the comparable and comparator, Java provides us a arrays.sort method. So by using arrays.sort method, we can easily sort the int type or a array or a string data collections. Collections means array. But when it comes to the object or a list, so how we can solve, how we can it basically sort it. So for example, here we can see that there is one student class. So inside the student class, basically we have id, name, marks. So if someone has asked that you have to sort the student list, collection of student, so in what basis you will sort it? So we can't decide it, because here you can see that there is a id, name, marks. If you use directly collections.sort or arrays.sort, first of all, arrays.sort will not work. If it comes to the collections.sort, so internal compiler will be confused in what basis I should sort, based on id, based on name, or based on marks. So that's the main problem has come. But then after, Java has introduced the comparable and comparator functional interface. So basically let's understand comparable and comparator. So when we have to list of objects, so for example, students object, employee object, any type of object, but Java doesn't know how to sort them, because it does not know which field to use for a comparison, as I told. And that's where comparable and comparator comes. So basically here is we have created a class student, and basically we will use comparator and comparable. And first we will sort based on id. After that, we can also sort based on name. It will particularly sort on the basis of id, otherwise a name, otherwise a marks. So how it comes? So we have a list of student, how to sort. So Java need, basically there are two types of sorting order. First is a natural order, or second is a custom order. So for natural sorting order, we basically use comparable, and for the custom we use comparator. So let's discuss about first comparable interface, then we will proceed to comparator. So basically, comparable interface belongs to a java.lang package. As we know, lang package is the heart of Java. We don't have to import it, and used for natural sorting order. Class defines, basically let's understand it. So let's go and write the comparable code inside the. So basically, as based on the previous slide, we have seen that there is a two type of id, name, age, and name. So basically, first of all, let's implement comparable. We know that we have to implement the interface. So comparable, and which type of comparable? It basically works with the students. So abstract method we have important. Apart from it, basically for printing the student, we should also store write the two-string method. Where is two-string? Yeah, that's a two-string. So for a printing purpose, in the console we use two-string method. Let's jump into the compareTo method. So basically here what we do, here we will basically for a learning purpose, if this dot get, okay, so basically we have created a private. So basically we should write the getter and setter code, getter and setter. So yeah, now we can easily use it. If this dot get is greater than o dot get is. So here what we do, return -1. If current age is less than this yani current object is greater than the other object, or a comparable object, so what we do, we will basically return -1. Else if this dot get is less than o dot get is. So here what we do, here we will basically return 1 and otherwise return 0. So this is the internal implementation of the compare to method. So how it works, when the current is here, we can see that the if current object is less than the compared object, so current object, so here what we have done, if current object is greater than, so we have written -1, but oh sorry, so basically if current object is greater than 1, so we will basically here print 1, and if less than, then we will take it -1. So this is the internal implementation. So if we don't want to internally implement it, so we just what we do, we just come and here we will return this dot get age minus o dot get age. So it will internally take care +1 -1, we don't have to write it. So that's the internal implementation. So let's jump into the main method, and here we first of all we will create the student object st new student. So it demands id, age and name, and apart from it, let's go and see where in what basis we basically we have sorted the list age student list based on the age. So here we will focus on the age. So why it is throwing error, student can't apply to given no argument intent string. Okay, so it has not any constructor, we have not. Okay, so let's create a constructor. mm, so yeah, we have created a constructor, and control s, then go and see it has removed the error, control v. So basically here what we are doing, here we will basically create 5 students, and yeah, we have created, and we will change the age and 90, and Abhishek, no, Kamlesh. So basically here you can see that there are many there are basically 5 students, st1 st2, and first of all we will create a list of students. So basically Java provides for creating a immutable objects. So we will basically use list dot of method. It has come after Java 16, I think, and in the new version in Java. So basically by this way we can easily create a list, and we just import it, and what is the error, okay, variable st. Okay, so basically we will give its name as a, for example we have given the name list. And when it comes to sort, so basically Java provides the collections dot sort method. So here what we do, here we will directly give the name of the student, sorry, this list, control C, control V, control S. Apart from it, we don't have to write anything, it will automatically sort it. uh, system dot list, shift F6 to run the program. So after that, here you can see that it has throwing the error. What error? java.lang that unsupported operation exception. Okay, so what unsupported exception? This dot get is minus o dot get is. Okay, here we have written a right thing, and then after, what is the error here? Okay, st3 st1 st2 st3 st4, everything is right. Collections.sort list. Okay, so basically the main thing that I have told, that list dot of create a immutable object, so we can't change the position or any other thing. So just create new list, new array list, and then after list st4, and we just mark, comment it, control s. So what is the error? That we have to import it as well. And then after, if we perform operations, so we have used collections.sort basically. So here you can see that collections is a class, and inside the collection there are many methods. So one of the method is sort, and some other that is a binary search. Most of the method has under it control s, shift f6. Now here you can see that it has sorted the list based on the age 24, 34, while we have give the input as a 34, 89, 90, and here you can see that 90 is the big age, that's why it has printed at the end. 89 is the second. So here we, what we do here, here what we have done, basically we have sorted the array based on the age, and now change the id. For example, here we have given 5, here we have given 3, here we have given 4. Control s. If we want to sort based on the s, so we have to come here and we have to change here based on get id, o dot get id. Control s, come here and shift f6. Here you can see that it has sorted based on the edge 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here you can see. So these are the way to sort the list or a collection of a object. So the main thing here you can see that when we want to sort the list, so we have to come the main class, that is a student class, and then after we have to change this logic. For example, if we want that someone has told that we have to sort the array list based on age, id, different types of custom custom ways. For example, someone has told that I want a sorted student based on id, and then after someone has told that I want not a based on id but based on the age. So what you will do, there's a big problem. It is because by using comparable we can only sort it by only one ways, that is a compare to, and inside it we have to write the one logic. That's the problem it comes. But when we use the comparator, here you can see that comparator, it basically belongs to a util package. We know util package is the famous for the collections and used for custom ordering. The main purpose of the comparator to sort the data or objects in the different ways. As I told that we can all we can easily sort our data by based on id. If someone has told for the age, so we can based on age we can sort. Based on name, it based on your needs. But when it comes to a comparable, what we have implement comparable, so it can sort only one basis. If you want to sort in another way, so you have to just change the actual logic. That's the thing. So basically comparable gives only one approach to sort. If you want to the change the approach, so you have to change the actual logic, so it will change all the things. But when it comes to a comparator, we based on our requirement we can easily change it. So it will give based on id sorting, based on name sorting, based on age sorting. Every ways it will provide a sorting, and anyone cannot uh, do any kind of interference to any sorting. So let's discuss about the comparator. So basically comparator, as I told, sorting logic in a separate class. So basically inside the comparable, what we have to do, we have to just import it. It's a very necessary to implement it. Without implementation we can't sort it. But when it comes to the comparable comparator, we can easily sort it without implement the comparable comparator. So basically there is a two way. We can also implement comparator, then we can call it. And there is second way, that without implement we can easily sort in the through by using lambda expression. So first of all, let's understand by using for example, we are first of all we are implementing it. There's a two ways to implement it. So first of all we are using first way. So let's comparator. So first of all we have implemented, and then we have to uh, implement all its method. Basically, yeah, here we have to compare only a method. So there is only one method, that is a compare method. Here you can see that, and apart from it, so basically in the compare method it provides the comparator. So basically let's go to the comparator. It is also a functional interface. Basically here you can see that it has marked as a functional at the functional interface. So basically it has the one abstract method, that is a compare, and apart from it, it contains some default or a static method. So default reversed method, here you can see that, and equals, basically it's a object method, and it's a override it. So that's why it is not a abstract method. And default, it's a reversed. It has some many other method, reversed method, then comparing method. If we want to sort data, first of all based on the is, then after we want to sort based on the name, so we can also sort it. So basically first data will sort in the based on age, and when we get a same age name multiple data, so we can also sort it based on the age. That's why it has the then comparing method. It is all then comparing takes function comparator. There are many other methods it has provided, but let's discuss about its mainly two methods, then comparing and compare method. So inside the compare method, based on the previous answer, we can also get dot age minus this dot get age. So control S, this is the first approach, and just go and collections.sort list, and here we have created the student list. Why it is throwing error? Start of exception list. So for example, we want to based on the list. So new student. So new student, it is throwing error. It is because we have solve it. So let's collections dot sort, and collection dot sort, and here we have to give sort. For example, we have passed here list, and here what we have passed st, not a st. Here we will pass a comma b, a dot get is minus b dot get is, and shift F6. Here you can see that it has sort the collections based on the age. So here we have passed the lambda expression to sort our list, and apart from it, if we want to sort list dot sort, and here we can also pass a comma b and a dot get age minus b dot get age. Here you can see that it has sorted. So basically this method, how it works, how it internally works, this method will go to this student object and go to this compare method. We know that it is a lambda expression, and this lambda expression will refer to this abstract method, and this abstract method basically takes two student object. And here you can see that it has taken two object, and then after it has called the getAge, and a getAge method and b getAge method. So based on this it will sort. For example, we will change it. For example, we have removed and not implement the comparator interface. Okay, now here you can see that we have not imported, and we have not implemented. So now how we can sort it? So here you can see that it has not given any error. It is because it is a way to sort the use the comparator. So basically only by giving the lambda expression we can sort it. So control S shift F6. Here you can see that it has sort the collections or a student list based on the age 19, 89 and 54. So this is the way to sort our collection. So first of all, let's discuss. It is based on age. Now the demand of the client, he told that now you should sort based on the id. So for that, what we do, we just directly write it list dot sort, and here again we call compare method by using lambda expression, and a dot get id minus b dot get id. So if we compare this method, this object, so here A will work as a current object and B will work as a other object. That's we have used in the comparator. Sorry, comparable. In the comparable, we have used this for the current object and O for the other object. So here we will use basically A for the current object, B for the other object. So here you can see we will make it some shift F6. Here you can see that controller shift F6. So okay, it has not sorted. It has sorted, but we have not printed here. Controller shift F6. Here you can see that. So in above data of list, here you can see that it basically based on the sort of the age, and 24, 34, 54, and in the second answer here you can see that we have sorted based on the ID. So the compiler console has provided the here you can see that output is the based on the ID. This is ID1, ID2, and we can also print it here. uh, based on age. Based on ID. And apart from it, and here someone, if the demand is to sort the collection based on the age, based on the name. So basically in the name, how it works, so when it comes to the name, so it will basically check all the alphabetical sorting order. Yeah, it has formatted alt shift F's for formatting the data, and then after just control C and control V. But here we want to sort based on the name, so dot compare, and here we what we do basically dot name compare, and here we give b dot get name. Here you can see that. So it is throwing error, it is because let's click compare. So it has compare to method. So basically compare to method is a string method that basically compare to string. So A here is work as a this or a current object, B work as a other object, just like the comparable, but it's a comparator. Basically we here we are using Lambda expression by using comparator interface. Comparable has come only for the natural sorting. It basically defines fixed sorting, but when it comes to the comparator, we can perform multiple operation or a multiple sorting with. Here you can see that inside the comparator, first of all we have sorted based on the ID, based on the name, and based on the age. And now here you can see that control S shift F6, it has provided the three output. First of all, based on the age, here you can see that base 24, 34, 54, and 89, and based on ID, ID1, ID2, age you can see 34, but it should be 24 if it should be based on the age, but it is based on ID 1, 2, 3, and based on name, here you can see the Abhishek, ID, age doesn't matter, Kamlesh. So I think you have understood how it works basically. Inside the comparator we have comparable, we have learned it sort only based on the one way. And apart from it, basically let's understand if you want to sort, for example, there is a there is two sort in one collection. Someone has told to you that I want a sorting way that first it should be sort data, first it should sort based on name, and if we get same name in multiple data or a student, so then after you should sort it based on age. So you have understood. For example, in a shop you go and someone has told that I want this product on this price. So first of all we will sort that data in a price based, and then after he realized he wants only a basic needs item, so he told that sort it now. If you basically all data in a same way, now I want to data in a same product only, let's understand by other example. So for example, there is a multiple students, Abhishek, Subham, control C and control V. Now we have some other same data name, Subham and Abhishek. Here take 69. And now someone has told that first of all sort data based on the age, sorry, based on the name. So first of all we will sort it. Then after we will get that there is a multiple Subham and multiple Abhishek. And someone has told that you should sort. Now you should sort. If you get same name data, so you should sort based on the age. I want this Subham will come before this Subham. That's the actual thing. And this, so Abhishek will come before this Abhishek. It is because its age is less in comparison to 89. While internally it will sort based on name. Then after it will internally sort based on the age if it gets the same data. So let's understand how it will works. So basically inside the comparable comparator we have discussed that it contains a comparing method. So how it works? So basically list collections dot sort. Here you can see that it will first demands list, then after comparator. So let's click. It will take your list, and then basically first of all we will store this st5 and st6 here. It's a st5 and it's a st6. Okay, so we have stored all the data. Now here we will, what we do here, we will basically pass comparator. So comparator dot, so first of all we will import it, comparator we have imported, and dot comparing. So first of all we will compare uh, student. This is the method reference. How it will works, we will discuss in further video. So here we only write student double colon dot get name. So it will compare the student data based on the name and sort it. And now then after we want that it will sort if we get same data, then comparing, and here we again want that based on the age, get age. So what is the error here? Okay, so let's remove it. So okay, so what mistakes we have done? List comparator dot comparing, let's remove it. Okay, so then after we will discuss. So this is the first way. Whatever we have written here we can also write it like this. It is also based on name sorting, and this is also a same based on sorting, based on the name. And here you can see that print ln list. This is a two-way, control s shift f6. Here you can see that based on this. And here you can see that Abhishek and Abhishek, so 1619 and here it is right. And now move to the Subham. So inside Subham you can see that it has directly based sort based on the age. So let's just remove, and we just uh, add it here, and we are storing some other duplicate data so we can easily identify it. So 3 4 and 1 4, and st7 and st8. Okay, so control C and control V, st7 and st8. Okay, and then after what it will do, it will just store and shift f6. This is basically based on this based on the name. Here you can see that it has basically directly sorted based on the age val 54 90 24. This is the Subham Ram. This one, yeah, 34. It has directly sort, but there's no other how we can make some differentiation that we can also perform based on the age. So only that, let's discuss how it works. Collections dot sort and list that comparator dot comparing method. So inside the comparing, it will take function, so we will pass here function. Before this video we have discussed about the function as well, so if you have not watched that video, you should watch. Get age. So basically this is the way and key comparator. So here you can see that we have passed student based on age sorting, and here you can see that based on age sorting, and now again we want that based on age, yeah, and here we want that based on name, and then okay, it is not suggesting. Let's click it, and then comparing, and inside the comparing student dot get age. So this is a way to sort data, first of all based on name, then after it will sort based on age. So here you can see that. So what is the error? Comparator dot comparing, and inside the comparing, what we have done, student dot get name comparing, and there's a now it is again throwing error. So just remove it, and just remove this dot and put it here, and here you can see that it demanding then compare. So basically we will pass then comparing, and again here what we do is student dot double colon get age. So then, so this parenthesis is, and this is okay. So now we have performed the sorting operation, first of all based on name, then based on age, but in our case by default it is automatically. So let's just remove it. So we will just remove it, so it will give some different output because we forgot that first of all we have already sorted it. So internally it has sent data. Control as shift F6. Now here you can see that first of all 14 24, basically by default it is providing data in a a less age in a first way, and apart from it id2 yeah. So by this way you can solve your sort your data first of all based on name, then if there is a duplicacy of name, then it will sort based on the age. And here you can see that control as shift F6 here. By default both are same, id2 Christian, and again id3. So let's change the IDs. Okay, so here we will change the ID. For example, for the Christian, here we have written 1, and for the Abhishek here we have written 2. This is different, and for a Kamlesh here we write 1. Control S, and here based we will sort it based on ID. Control S shift F6. Here you can see that ID2 ID2 ID4. So basically it is giving all data in a same way. So basically I want to teach, I want to make you understand that how it will work. So basically you have understood that first of all it will sort based on a name, then it will compare based on ID. So I think it's enough in this video. Thank you. ST2 ST3